We're highlighting NCBA's Stockmanship and Stewardship clinics and the hands-on cattle care training they offer to participants. Let's head to Colorado, where Brian Baxter takes us inside another of these regional events.
Just outside Fort Collins, the Ag Research Center at Colorado State University was packed for 2 days with cattlemen and women gathered to sharpen their cattle handling skills.
The Stockmanship and Stewardship program is really a real hands-on way of producers being able to understand the low-stress cattle handling skills that they can implement on their operations and see the benefits of these as they work their cattle, as they process their cattle in their everyday lives, and implement them so that they can understand the operational benefits of that.
NCBA has helped put together a Stockmanship and Stewardship regional tour because we produce cattle differently in different parts of the country, but stockmanship is still a key component no matter where you are and how you raise cattle. So today we have about 180 or 190 people registered to come learn about stockmanship and stewardship and learn more about cattle handling, care of cattle, and those important topics.
With speakers such as Colorado State's Temple Grandin, a panel of beef producers sharing their own experiences at the cow-calf and feedlot level, and the chance to ask questions during a hands-on demonstration of low-stress cattle handling methods, it's no surprise the event in Colorado was a big draw.
Here at Colorado, we have producers from New Mexico, Wyoming, Kansas, all coming in here to Fort Collins, Colorado to learn about these skills and these practices that they can implement on their operations. So these regional tours allow us to bring producers in from a wide spread area of the country to a single location with a lot of impactful information that they can implement on their operation.
The event included small group sessions on topics designed to help producers more easily work cattle through a chute, load them onto and off of a stock trailer, and gather and sort cattle the low-stress way. All of these are practices that should work to create easier handling, better performing cattle.
I think there is some economic benefit to stockmanship and stewardship, and actually today we've got some speakers on our program that are talking about some economic considerations of good stockmanship. And I'm really excited to see what they have to say, but really when it comes down to it, of course we're trying to get the consumer to eat our product and ensure them that what we're doing is right, but it does come down to dollars and cents, and if you can do things the right way, you're going to save yourself money in the end.
But common sense says, sure, if you work cattle better and they handle better, they're going to breed back better, they're going to gain better, and those things. But I see results. Is what I like to see is I'll go to some different places and they'll start changing things. They might do it different than I would or whatever, but you see the results. The cattle handle better, they wean better, they gain better.
There's more appreciation for cattle that have been handled correctly, I think, at the next level. And so they're looking for ranches that are handling their cattle a little better and embracing the stockmanship component and the stewardship component of it as well. And they're willing to pay a little more for those cattle because they know how they're going to perform.
For those who attended, whether they were cow-calf producers or feedlot crew members, there was real value in the beef quality assurance training and continuing education.
We just recently got into providing ranch-to-table beef, and our customers are saying it was so important to them to know where their beef came from. And this adds just another dimension to us as far as our reliability and the quality assurance that our customers are after to have the kind of beef that they want to serve their families. For us, we're older, but we're still learning. And so we just felt like we needed to be here.
I think especially I like to know more about how the industry is, and for the cattle handling mainly, understanding the cattle behavior and the way that you posture with the cattle, I think should be one of those things I can definitely go there and apply.
The message is it doesn't matter if you're large or small, that there's a certain protocol that we all need to follow in being good stewards of the land, good stewards of the livestock that we raise. And when we do that, then we can call ourselves good stockmen.
As valuable as the information was, producers also appreciated that this regional event with 2 days of hands-on learning, expert speakers, BQA training, and meals only cost them $75.
I made the commitment to come before I looked at the price. And I remember the moment that I saw $75 That is really inexpensive. And then when you look at the value of the meals, the food has been awesome. It's worth far more than $75 investment.
It was very inexpensive I felt like the value for us to be here was amazing. They could have charged double and I still felt like we got our money's worth.
We work on keeping the cost to attend these reasonable for producers. We know that the information is valuable and we want to reach the producers with this valuable information. And so we don't want this to be a cost prohibitive event. We want this event to be something that every producer can attend, whether they have 5 cows or whether they have 5,000 cows. We want this to be an event that brings cattlemen together to learn about the best practices for our industry.
From the Stockmanship and Stewardship Regional Event in Fort Collins, Colorado, I'm Brian Baxter for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.